Doncic is back in. Oh, LeBron! Oh! He reached back and then threw it down with the left hand.
At 41, LeBron James is still soaring above the rim with the kind of lift most players lose a decade earlier, moving as if he discovered a secret energy source hidden in a sports drink. While many people his age are careful about stiff backs and sore knees, he's still rising up for highlight dunks against teams like the Washington Wizards, defying the usual timeline of an athlete's career. It naturally sparks debate. Are we witnessing extraordinary genetics and relentless discipline? Or is cutting-edge performance science playing a major role behind the scenes? As conversations heat up across the NBA, the bigger question surfaces. Does his longevity strengthen his case as the greatest of all time, or does it fuel the argument that he's the most high-tech superstar the league has ever seen?
By 8,
This crowd's happy now.
Let's take a moment and talk honestly. Everyone saw that moment against the Washington Wizards, LeBron James charging down the lane, 41 years and countless games on those legs, then cocking the ball back with his left hand and slamming it through the rim like it owed him money. The basket was still shaking, and so were expectations about what aging in the NBA is supposed to look like. Historically, most players step away around 33, and by 35 even legends begin to slow, looking a half step behind the speed they once controlled. Think about icons like Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dirk Nowitzki, all-time greats who, near the finish line, understandably moved with heavier legs in fading burst. Yet here is LeBron, at an age when many stars are launching podcasts or perfecting their golf swings, still logging 35 minutes a night and pushing the pace on fast breaks. It feels less like normal longevity and more like a rewrite of the athletic aging curve, raising the question of whether it's simply rare genetics and discipline, or if strategic investments in recovery, training, and sports science are quietly helping him stretch the clock.
If the world understood what LeBron did, like other basketball players will hear what LeBron does and go, well, yeah, but that doesn't matter, right? It's like a baseball player and you're hitting a stick out of the way. It doesn't matter. It's like, no. If you knew what these performance enhancers did, then you would know why it does matter.
What do you think he's
There's
doing?
only one, we have the same drug guy, if you will. I know exactly what he's doing. But there's only one golfer.
Please tell.
There's only one golfer. I'm not going to. But there's only one golfer that follows the big three. And the big three is EPO, growth hormone, testosterone. That's the Lance Armstrong diet. There's one golfer, but it's Tiger Woods. Like, yes, it does matter. People will say it all the time. It doesn't matter. John Daly, one of these. It matters. Trust me that it matters. EPO matters. It's the reason LeBron takes it. It matters. And if other basketballers understood what it did, EPO increases your red blood cells, which gives you endurance so you can play all game long. You can shoot in the fourth quarter just like you shot in the fourth minute.
More red blood cells, more oxygen in your red blood cells. Okay, got you.
It's the king of performance enhancers.
You've probably heard the polished version of this story 100 times. According to Maverick Carter and LeBron's inner circle, the superstar allegedly pours $1.5 million every year into maintaining his body, a figure that sounds pristine and picture-perfect. Instantly, your mind jumps to artisanal kale smoothies, cryotherapy chambers, and a personal trainer screaming, "One more rep," as if that alone could sculpt immortality. The message is clear: if we just had $1.5 million and a fancy oxygen tank, we too could be soaring for windmill dunks well into our 40s. Of course, that hyperbaric chamber is surely just oxygen, nothing else sneaky. And that Mercedes Sprinter he cruises around in as a mobile recovery lab? Surely, it's just a van and not a rolling laboratory of secret performance hacks.
I want to know, for the people, man, who are watching, what would this mean for LeBron James's legacy if this is true? If he's on this, Balco, this new juice. I want to know, man. Like the way he slipped it in, and he said it.
Control-Alt-Delete, slip the what? Fams, relax.
Damn.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Damn. That was almost as bad as Darvin Ham when he said whip it out. Huh?
Yeah,
that was crazy. My bad.
Crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But the way KG said it and the way Paul Pierce reacted to it, it's kind of like, we knew about this. Like he didn't say, whoa, what are you talking about? Like there was no reaction to it.
Let's dig into the rumors that have shadowed the king for years. Remember the 2013 biogenesis scandal that toppled Alex Rodriguez and a slew of MLB stars? Well, recently some unredacted federal documents surfaced, and a familiar name appeared, not LeBron himself, of course, he's too savvy for that, but someone close to him, his longtime friend and business manager, Ernest Randy Mims. Now, having your best friend linked to a PED clinic doesn't automatically mean you're juicing. But it's a little like discovering your roommate is a master chef while you're inexplicably packing on muscle-eating gourmet meals every night, a coincidence that definitely raises eyebrows. And then there's Chael Sonnen, the professional provocateur who knows his way around a needle better than most, The whispers surrounding this circle keep the speculation alive.
You guys know what a dry snitch is? Have you heard that term? A dry snitch is a lingo on the streets. And you know what a rat is. A rat is somebody that gets in a jam, but if they have information on somebody that's bigger, you can take the cheese, you can give that information up, you can get yourself out. Okay. But a dry snitch is where you're not in a jam, there's nothing on the table, and you just offer a guy up. You just offered him up. And I gotta tell you, so a couple of months ago, I did Andrew Schultz's show, and topic of LeBron James have come up. LeBron James and EPO.
On a recent podcast, he didn't hold back, claiming outright that he and LeBron share the same go-to guy. He even called out EPO. The notorious substance cyclists used to push their endurance to seemingly limitless levels, sparking even more buzz about the superstar's performance secrets.
I'm on Andrew Schultz, and man, this guy, he's taking EPO. We got the same dealer. And
Sonnen put it bluntly, saying LeBron is clean the way a freshly waxed car is clean, shiny on the outside, but propped up by a lot of hidden chemistry underneath. His point, carrying that much muscle while maintaining elite endurance at 40 doesn't happen naturally. And honestly, anyone who's watched LeBron chase back on defense in the fourth quarter after logging 40 minutes knows it's tough to chalk it all up to just good hydration and diet.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything he can do to damage his career at this point, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Unless he legitimately gets busted for steroids or any type of peds.
100%.
Cast your mind back to the Miami Heat era. That's when the image of LeBron James as an unstoppable force truly took shape. During those championship seasons, he looked sculpted from stone, carrying extraordinary muscle mass without sacrificing speed or stamina. Night after night, he logged heavy minutes, then suited up for international competition with United States men's national basketball team in the summer, showing a recovery rate that seemed almost unreal. What stands out most is how little the dominance appears to have faded. Comparing footage from that period to today, the explosiveness may be slightly tempered, but the strength and on-court authority remain remarkably intact. Biologically, most athletes in their 40s experience natural declines in testosterone, muscle retention, and recovery speed. Yet LeBron continues to perform at a level that challenges conventional aging curves, blending size, skill, and endurance in ways rarely seen in the NBA. His sustained performance has led some observers to explore various theories about advanced training methods in sports science, though no verified evidence has ever confirmed the use of banned substances. In elite competition, exceptional longevity often sparks bold hypotheses, but extraordinary output alone is not proof of extraordinary shortcuts. Every time LeBron suffers what should be a 6-week injury, he vanishes for just over a week and returns seemingly stronger than ever. I saw a specialist, he says, but conveniently, it's in a country where experimental treatments operate in a gray zone. This isn't new. Kobe did similar tricks with his knees. They call it regenesine or platelet-rich plasma therapy on fancy brochures, but when you're the most famous athlete on earth, who really knows what's in the mix? And that $1.5 million price tag? Pure genius. It's the perfect story to explain away any unusual recovery, turning what could look like a red flag into a narrative about extreme dedication. It makes other players appear lazy because most don't spend a fraction of that on their bodies. Yet, if money and cutting-edge biohacks were the whole answer, why isn't Steph Curry suddenly 230 pounds of pure muscle? Why isn't Kevin Durant still flying over defenders at 37? Because no matter how elite the trainers or how green the kale, Father Time eventually wins unless you happen to have a chemist on your side. LeBron James' physical evolution over the years is so extreme it belongs in a medical journal or maybe under DEA scrutiny. Look back at his rookie season in Cleveland, a lean, lightning-quick athlete. Then he heads to Miami and suddenly looks like he's training to play the Incredible Hulk. His jawline sharpens, his shoulders swell into solid boulders, and his endurance reaches levels that seem impossible for a human carrying that much mass. This isn't just natural growth, it's a dramatic physiological transformation. Usually, when athletes bulk up this much, they slow down and their footwork suffers, but LeBron, he somehow defies every expectation. LeBron didn't just bulk up, he got faster, an unstoppable locomotive with the agility to dance on the court. Consider the anti-aging industry for a moment. Billionaires like Brian Johnson are spending millions on extreme methods just to cheat time. Do we really think the most competitive athlete ever isn't exploring every medical gray area to stay ahead? LeBron wants GOAT status, record-breaking stats, and the kind of longevity no one else dares dream of. If there's a peptide, hormone, or designer compound that hasn't been banned yet, you can bet it's in his daily regimen. The NBA's approach is almost comical. It's a business, and LeBron is the centerpiece. Test too strictly and you risk the golden goose. Test too loosely, and superhuman performances continue to sell jerseys and TV rights. It's a win-win for the league and the king, while the rookies are left guarding a 41-year-old machine who hasn't missed a beat since 2005. Look at LeBron's recovery, and you'll see the real eye-opener. In that Wizards game clip, he throws down a dunk at full speed, and any normal 41-year-old would be collapsing onto the bench with an ice pack, but LeBron just jogs back, grinning, ready to do it again minutes later. The sheer number of minutes he's logged over his career is mind-boggling, yet he's somehow avoided any career-ending injuries, no Achilles ruptures, no blown knees, nothing. That kind of durability could either be a freakish statistical miracle or the result of an advanced, next-level recovery protocol. The Strive for Greatness slogan paints this all as sheer mentality. If he's still dominating at 41, it's because he wants it more. If he recovers faster, it's because he sleeps more. But real human biology doesn't work that way. No drive or rest can fully halt muscle deterioration or the natural decline of explosive power. Of course, that mentality only goes so far. It helps if it includes a willingness to do whatever it takes, legally or otherwise, to stay ahead. Even how LeBron talks about his longevity feels carefully crafted. He credits discipline, posts 5 a.m. gym videos, and makes it all look effortless, but thousands of athletes work just as hard and burn out by 32. The real difference isn't the effort, it's the resources. LeBron has access to treatments, protocols, and technology most players don't even know exist. He's essentially the ultimate beta tester for the next era of human performance. The clues are there if you look. Remember when Savannah posted a clip showing strange marks on his stomach? The internet speculated injection sites, but the PR team said it was a medical procedure or cupping. It's always explained away, never the simplest answer. It's like seeing a white powder under someone's nose and being told it's just a donut. Sometimes you have to stop looking at the donut and check the powder. And of course, all of this feeds straight into the ongoing LeBron versus Jordan longevity debate. By the time Michael Jordan played for the Wizards, even a legend had limits, his dunks replaced by mid-range shots and crafty post moves. LeBron James, however, seems untouchable by time, still soaring over defenders with precision and consistency. Cutting-edge recovery, supplements, and a dedicated team amplify his natural gifts, letting him dominate like few before him. From mentoring Bronny to dunking over the next generation, LeBron's endurance is almost supernatural.